What's up, boys? Data 782 here with episode 25 of Fixing the Franchise here with the Anaheim Ducks at the beginning of the year number 8 simulation, the 2026-2027 regular season. Moving into this episode, the lines are looking good. In the last episode, we went through the off-season, free agency, the draft, and this is how we're rolling out to begin the season. +3s on the first and the third line, Pastrnak, Wright, and Tolvanen. Third line, Helmerson, Bugner, and Sydor. Second line only a +1, but monsters are there with Mats Lindstrom, Antoine Morand, and Doug Bickell. Both Bickell and Sydor getting improved roles this season. Let's see if they can take it and run. Fourth line, McInnes, Pacioretty, and Anderson. One of the better fourth lines that I've seen, so I like that. On defense, we have Jones, Makar, Clark, Aho, which is a bit weak, and then Bouchard, Ekman, which is also not the craziest. So I'm a bit scared on the defense. We're going to have to keep a close eye on that throughout the simulation. And in nets, it is Cameron McKinley getting the start this season, backed up by Jameson DeVries, Scratch, Gauthier, and Gouli. I was talking a bit with some of you, and Chris Chong, he was telling me that Lucas Dostal, maybe I should have hung on to him. And I agree with that, but the problem with that is the roles. So his role, Jameson DeVries, is starting goalie. So if this was the real world, I definitely would have kept Dostal and played McKinley and then put Jameson DeVries for another year in the minors. But because he's listed as a starting NHL goalie, I don't want to play him in the AHL and stunt his growth. So because of the roles, which I don't really agree with, I don't know why he's a starter at 81, I'm forced to play him here, and I had to move Dostal, which I wasn't really happy about, but we're going to go with it. So those are lines to begin the season. Evan Bouchard, newest face as well. I want to get a quick look at a few other lines. I want to see where Sidney Crosby ended up in the lineup over on St. Louis. He is fourth line right wing. Yikes. 39 years old with AHL top 6 potential. And he is playing fourth line right wing. Not even center. Braden Shen is at center on the fourth line. Yikes. Alan Finley second line. Okay, don't really agree with that, but okay, St. Louis, whatever floats your boat. How about Colorado? Let's go see Quinton Byfield in Colorado. How's he doing? He is second line left wing, 24 years old. He's 85 overall now. I still like that trade a lot more, getting Cale Makar. Defense, Hampus Lindholm is here. He's making 5.9, and Cam Fowler, of course, on the bottom pair, making 4.8. Pretty good team. Even Jakob Larsson's here. Jakob Larsson, he's making $4.8 million for 3 years to stay scratched in Colorado. See, that's why I had to let him go. That's just wild. And the last thing I want to do is see where Evgeny Malkin ended up. Player search. Let's see where Malkin ended up after letting him go to free agency. So Evgeny Malkin, he is on the New York Rangers. Interesting. At an 81 overall. Not a lot of trade value or anything. 40 years old. He is playing nowhere. Let me guess, he's a healthy scratch. Yeah, he's a healthy scratch. And so is 84 overall Blake Coleman and 80 overall Kiefer Sherwood. Doesn't make sense. What did they sign him to? 1 year, $7.3 million, and he's a healthy scratch. Oh man, it really doesn't make sense. I know they're a good team and all. This doesn't make sense. Why are these people playing? Connor Dewar. Why is this guy playing instead of Malkin and Blake Coleman? Really doesn't make sense. You're just garbage, New York. Last thing I want to see are the Carolina Hurricanes with John Gibson. How's he doing? Carolina, they have Sam Steele as their second line left wing, 86 overall. He had 4 points in their first game of the season. Good for him. Phil Danault is now their third line right winger with that 2-year, $11 million contract left on his term. So that doesn't make sense either, with Jean-Luc Foudy centering the second line. Okay. And in nets, of course, there's John Gibson, now down to an 86 overall. So that's it, boys. To begin the season, we take on the Vancouver Canucks here at the Honda Center. They are a very good team, our rivals here in the Western Conference and in the Pacific Division here. So to start off year number 8, we are reigning Stanley Cup champions, boys. Let's see if we can get our first back-to-back and possibly 3 cups in 8 years. Let's get it. First period, 1 goal for Matthew Savoie on Cameron McKinley. Second period, 2-0 as Trocheck makes it 2. And power play early, our deadly power play. There we go, Mats Lindstrom, the purest sniper in the NHL with the best and deadliest power play. And Josh Anderson gets 2, his first as a Duck, followed by his second 10 seconds later. He says, "Welcome to Anaheim, boys." They're jumping up and down. Bobblehead night. Hat-trick for Josh Anderson. It's bobblehead night in Anaheim. Eli Tolvanen adds a power play goal. Sandlak gets one as well, but that's not going to be enough, unless it will be. Quinn Hughes, and then another goal, Doug Bickle. How many goals in this period? 8 goals in this period. 6-4 victory, we pull it out. Josh Anderson scores a 5-minute hat trick here in the third period in his Ducks debut as a fourth-line right winger. Josh Anderson, welcome to Anaheim. Let's check the 3 stars, of course. Josh Anderson with 3 goals. 6 goals in the third period from the Anaheim Ducks. That is what I'm talking about, boys. We don't necessarily have the best defense, but we certainly have the offense. So let's begin simulating here. The scouts have been sent out till February. Let's get a little bit of an idea of how we are looking this season. Let's go see the New York Rangers. Maybe they're going to put Malkin in by that game. And if not, let's punish them either way. So we are currently on a 6-game winning streak to begin the season, going up against the 1-5-1 Hurricanes. We beat them 5-2. San Jose Sharks, Nicholas Ekman has an injured foot. Okay, so I'm going to have to go in and change that. So that means that Caden Gooley will draw into the lineup. How's Aho doing up here? Oh, he's doing well. Okay, nice. So Bouchard and Caden Gooley will be the new third pair here. Doesn't give it a plus, but what are you going to do? Going back now, that is 6 in a row. Larmour, mild concussion down in San Diego. Oh, that's not good. He's not out for long, though. But Ethan Larmour, my future stud on defense. I love that guy. And I have no one to fill in. Okay, so that's not good. So I'll have to put a forward there. And I'll have to go sign a defenseman from free agency. So we'll take a pause there. We are 9-0 to begin the season. What an absolute tear to begin this 2026-27 regular season. 14 points in 9 games for Eli Tolvanen. So looking at a defenseman here for San Diego, I'm going to go ahead and get Sebastian Aho. He's an offensive defenseman. Perfect. Sign him up. And let's see if we can continue on this roll as we go up to the game against the Rangers. Like I said, just a couple more games till then. As you can see, we have been winning by pretty good margins. 5-1, 5-4, 3-1, 3-2, 5-2, all that good stuff. We have one shutout against the Sharks as we won 4-0. Ekman's back. Great. Gooley in one game was a +2, so good job, Caden. Has never really grown, but I guess that's life. The Canadiens are a decent team, I think, this season. They're 5-4-1. Okay. Larmour's back in the lineup, so I don't even need that guy to sign anymore desperately. And Rhodes never even had to play. Perfect. Aho signs. That's great. Beat the Canadiens 4-2 to begin on a 10-0 season run to begin here. Washington Capitals, we lost in overtime against them. So through 11 games, no regulation losses for us. The Rangers are 9-3-1. We're 10-0-1. Let's simulate this game and see what we can do up against the Rangers. Maybe Malkin's in the lineup. I don't know. First period, 2-0 Ducks. Bugner and McInnes on Shesterkin. Second period, 4-0. Eli Tolvanen on the power play and Jesper Helmersson, a pure monster from the farm system. We've grown him very well. Love Jesper Helmersson. Power play, Mats Lindstrom, purest sniper in the NHL. You just love to see that. 5-0 lead here. Let's just call it a day and make it 6-0 thanks to Antoine Morand on the power play. Big 6-0 win, a 31 save shutout for McKinley. Goal and assist for Bugner, goal and 2 assists for Tolvanen. Let's take a little break here to check out the stats. And I think, you know what, I gotta check out the... we never named a captain. What am I saying? We never named a captain since Cam Fowler left, but it's not a big deal because I don't think I was going to name one anyways. I just want to go 3 alternates. Pastrnak is not the captain. I'm going to give Pastrnak an alternate. Antoine Morand will get an alternate as well at the age of 27 or 28 now. He's been here for his entire career. And the other alternate, I'd like to give it to someone on defense. I'll give it to Seth Jones. I think he's 31 now. He's been here for a while as well. So the leadership core for this year will be Pastrnak, Jones, and Morand. Beautiful. And now let's check out the points. 18 points in 12 games for the former 18 points in 12 games for the reigning Art Ross and Rocket Richard, Ted Lindsay winner. Eli Tolvanen, 18 points, 9 goals. Cale Makar, 15 points in 12 games. He's worth every cent of that $13.45 million, I sure hope. Jake Sydor is taking his new ice time. Jake Sydor is utilizing his improved ice time this season, 13 points in 12 games. Helmersson 13, Wright 13, Bugner 12 in his sophomore season, 12 and 12. Love to see that. Bickle 11, Lindstrom 11 with 8 goals. Pastrnak 11, Jones 9, Moran 9. Anderson there he is, 5 points in 12 games. Aho is a +8 through 12 games. Okay, that's good. And we're looking good. So is Brant Clark, a +8. In nets, how's McKinley doing? 10-0-1. He is just doing it all by himself with 2 shutouts. My goodness. And Jameson DeVries in his one game has a .942 save percentage. I'm liking this, boys. Cameron McKinley, a 6th round pick in 2020, coming through here in Anaheim. So let's continue getting another good little chunk of simulation done, maybe another 15 games or so. And let's go see a couple games here. Let's go see the Nashville Predators, followed by the game right after up against the St. Louis Blues. I don't know what's going on, but we are absolutely dominating the NHL right now. Our first regulation loss was one of 2 in a row back-to-back there. Good year for rookies, says the Amateur Scout. We beat the Rangers again, lost in Pennsylvania to the Flyers and the Penguins, and then we go into another tear for 3 games, beating the Sabres, the Predators 7-1, the Leafs 6-3. Oilers took a close 2-1 win there against us, beat the Avalanche, beat the Coyotes, beat the Wild, and we are 18-3-1 coming up against the 11-11-2 Nashville Predators. Eli Tolvanen up against his old team, and Max Comtois up against his. Let's see what we can do here, boys. First period, 2-0. Tolvanen gets 2 right away. Says, do you miss me? They had him on the block, we snatched him up, and he is making them regret it. Second period, nothing. Third period, we're outshooting them 25-22, up 2-0. Jesper Helmersson on the power play past Laurent Brossoit. I don't know how he's still in the NHL. Devin Shore scores on McKinley to make it 3-1, as we are up by 2. 8 minutes left. A lot of shots in this game, over 60 shots, close to 70 between the two teams. Yeah, we hit 70 shots there, 38-34 now. And that'll be all she wrote, boys. A 3-1 victory against the Nashville Predators. McKinley makes 33 saves, Tolvanen scores twice, and Jones gets 3 assists. Going now to the game against the Blues. Let's go see Sidney Crosby and the Blues. A first-round pick for Brendan Dillon and a third, no thank you. The Blues have Jonas Brodin a first. No, I'm not going to do that. The Blues are 11-10-2. We are 19-3-1. Let's see what we can do up against them. First period here, 1-1. It's Sidney Crosby, of course, and Jake Sydor on Neliokovic. Second period, 3-2. Sidney Crosby scores his second. Wright scores on the power play, and Jesper Helmersson gets one of his own. We're up 3-2. Crosby has 2. Tarasenko ties it up 3-3 here early in the third now. Sidney Crosby, 4th line right wing, and he'll still get it done. A monster. Maybe those lines were a bit different because it was the preseason. Crosby gets the hat trick on the power play because the preseason is just ending. But then Jesper Helmersson gets one of his own on the power play. That's his second of the game. Crosby a hat trick against us, though. This game is tied at 4. And we are headed to overtime here. Shots 35-30 in our favor. Who's going to end it? Come on, boys. Let's see something. Oh, yeah. Seth Jones with the 5-4 victory. A hat trick for Sidney Crosby, but 2 goals, 2 assists for Helmersson, and 3 assists for Brandt Clark. Very nice. Man, Sidney Crosby, don't doubt him. Keep him on the block. I wouldn't mind going and bringing him back for another playoff run, seeing what he did last year winning the Conn Smythe with us. 34 points in 24 games for Eli Tolvanen. Shane Wright has 27, Pasternak has 26, he's turned it on, Makar 26, Helmersson 25, Mats Lindstrom 22. Everyone's getting it done. You just absolutely love to see it. Bouchard, an offensive defenseman with just 2 goals. Definitely not an offensive defenseman, but whatever. Cameron McKinley is 19-1-1 with a .920 save percentage and 2.23 goals against average. That's crazy. Does he count as a rookie? Because how many games did he play last year? 33? Yeah, I guess he wouldn't count as a rookie, but still last year, 21-4-3. Jameson DeVries is 1-2-0. He got like both those losses against the Penguins and the Flyers. Is he a rookie goalie, McKinley? No, he's not. Okay. In the entire NHL, it is Jesperi Kotkaniemi leading the league with 36 points in 26 games. Haven't seen him up here in the entire franchise mode, I don't think. But Tolvanen, Pettersson, McDavid, Aho, Clayton Keller, Dylan Strome, 89 overall, Patrick Kane, of course. He's a glitch. Brady Shea has 29 points in 26 games. You don't see that from Brady Shea very often. Last season, he put up 50 points. Oh, yeah? Man, he's getting it done in Chicago. Rookie skaters in the NHL, it's Miroslav Nagy, a first-round pick in 2022 with 14 points in 24 games. Interesting. Philip Prickreal is playing over on Colorado. He has 10 points in 25 games. We traded him there, and he's finally getting some playing time, so good for him. And for goalies in the NHL, it is Cameron McKinley leading the way in wins. And let me see, if you go minimum games, let's say minimum games 10, and sort by save percentage, it's Carter Hart leading the way with 926. McKinley's not too far behind. And then in goals against average, McKinley's right there second. So he's in Vezina talk right now. He's in contention just at the 24 game mark. He's up there. So we'll continue simulating another little chunk. The season's going very well, very happy. Don't want to jinx anything, but hasn't been any major injuries for once, which is nice. And let's go up and see Lucas Dostal. And let's just sim 3 more games and go see Lucas Dostal. 6-2 win against the Vegas Golden Knights, a 7-2 loss in a Stanley Cup rematch against the Penguins, which is wild. LA Kings, we beat them 3-2, and now we're 22-4-1 coming up against the 15-11-2 Toronto Maple Leafs. With Lucas Dostal between the pipes, he is the reigning Stanley Cup champion goaltender with 41 wins last season. First period, 1-0. It is Mats Lindstrom on Lucas Dostal on the power play, of course. Second period, 2-0. Doug Bickle on the power play, past Dostal. Poor guy getting hung out to dry as on these power plays. Sean Corrali gets one on McKinley. And then William Nylander gets one as well to tie this game up at 2. Still with a lot of time left to play. We're out shooting them 31-21 power play. They kill that one off. Both of our goals came on the power play. And then Jesper Helmersson, thank you Bello, past Lucas Dostal. We're up 3-2 late in the third. And then Seth Jones gets another 4 goals on 39 shots. And then Seth Jones gets another one on the empty net. Can't blame Dostal, 4 goals on 39 shots. He put up a good performance. He's a good goaltender. Jones gets 2 goals. Helmersson and Lindstrom get a goal and an assist each. And now we can continue simulating another little bit of a chunk. We haven't seen a lot of Eastern Conference teams. Let's go see a team that we haven't really played against much. Let's go see the New York Islanders, who are 16-11-2. So we beat the Bruins 7-3, lost to the Islanders 5-2, beat the Capitals 3-1, a huge 9-6 loss against the Devils, shut out the Panthers 3-0, back-to-back wins as we beat the Avalanche and the Kings there. Tommy Yasu's out, go replace him quickly. Beat the 4-3 and 6-3 wins were those games. Beat Vegas 4-2, shut out the Canucks 5-0, beat the Oilers 2-1. We are absolutely going on a tear in the NHL. 6-2 win against the Calgary Flames. Get out of our way. 7-3 win against the Columbus Blue Jackets. We are 33-6-1, currently on a 9-game winning streak coming into this game against the Islanders. We're at 20-16-3. We are killing it. 33-6-1. Unbelievable. Let's go, boys. Let's set more history up against the Islanders. First period, early goal right there, and we end the period 3-2. Seth Jones, Jake Sydor, and Mats Lindstrom. Sydor coming on the power play. Tanner Pearson and Oliver Wahlstrom scoring on McKinley. Second period, 6-3. Wow. Jesper Helmersson, Eli Tolvanen. Lindstrom gets his second of the night past Jussi Saros. Tyler Wong scores on the power play against McKinley. We are up 6-3 here in the third period. Power play Islanders that we kill off, and very nice. 30 shots on net for us right now. We are getting it going, but who's in nets here? It's, Jussi Saros. Did he start the game? Yeah, he did. So 6 goals against for him right now. That's going to be all she wrote, boys. A 6-3 victory with 6 goals on 40 shots. Helmersson, goal and 2 assists. 2 for Lindstrom, goal and assist for Tolvanen. Just another night at the office. So let's just not even stop, boys. Let's just keep on going. Let's see some more Eastern Conference teams. We lost to the Flyers last time we played them, so let's try it again. We shut out the Sharks 4-0. We beat the Flames 5-2. We beat the Coyotes 3-1 to make it a 10, 11, 12, 13 game win streak. LA Kings, we lose 5-2. We're now 37-7-1, coming up against the 23-16-6 Philadelphia Flyers, the former home of Ryan Getzlaf, and for a couple days Cam Fowler. First period, Helmersson scores 1 minute and 4 seconds in. First period, 3-0. Pasternak and Lindstrom at 1 each. Second period now, 4-1. Doug Bickle on the power play. Isaac Ratcliffe scores on McKinley. We are up by 3 from scores on McKinley, interesting name, to bring that lead down to 2. Power play Flyers, but then Shane Wright scores, almost not shorthanded, but not sure why it wasn't. It said that the Flyers were on the power play when we scored it. Maybe it was between power plays, but now we're up by 3 nonetheless, and that'll be enough, boys. 5-2 victory against the Philadelphia Flyers. Goal and 2 assists for Helmersson. He's like the first star every night. Jesper Helmersson, man, take a bow. Wright and Bickle get a goal and an assist each. And let's take a little pause for the points now. I think now is a good time. 38-7-1 is our record through the first 46 games of the season. 61 points and 30 goals for Eli Tolvanen. What a monster. So glad I picked him up. Helmerson, 53 points in 46 games for him as well. What did he do last season? He had 77 points. He should crush that this year. Career high for sure coming for him. Shane Wright has 50 and 46. Makar is a point a game. Morand is almost a point per game. Mats Lindstrom has 23 goals and 41 points. Pasternak 40, Jake Sydor 39, Bickle 36. Bugner in his sophomore season slowed it down as he got only 12 points in his last maybe 25 games, but still looking good on the third line. Brand Clark has 14 assists and is a plus 23. Whoosh, you love to see that. McInnes has 12 points. Aho's a plus 18. Ekman's a plus 21. Literally cannot complain. Goalie situation, oh boy, 32-4-1 with 4 shutouts is Cameron McKinley, a .913 save percentage. DeVries is doing okay, 6-3-0 with a shutout. Can't really complain too much when we have a record like this. And we're just going to keep on going. So let me see all forwards in the NHL. How does Tolvanen rank among them? He is tied with Kotkaniemi for the lead in the NHL for points with 61. And he is third in goals. Zane Robbins is leading the way in Toronto with 35. So what a start to the season here, boys, through the first 46 games. Let's go up and see the Lightning. Why not? They're 24-17-5. They're a good team. Actually, you know what? I don't want to see them. I want to go up against the Canadiens, Jesperi Kotkaniemi and the Montreal Canadiens. That's who I want to see. So against the Lightning, we win 3-2 in a shootout. I think that's our first shootout win of the season. And now looking for win number 40 in game number 48. Let's see what we can do here, boys, up against the Montreal Canadiens. First period, 3-1 lead. Pasternak on the power play, Lindstrom on the power play, and then Pasternak with his second of the period. Sirdeef scores on McKinley. We're playing up against Vishnevsky. Never heard of him. Second period, 4-1, thanks to David Pasternak getting a power play, not a power play, but a hat trick. 1 goal coming on the power play? Yes. A power play goal plus 2 even strength goals gives him a hat trick through the first 2 periods of this game. Up 4-1 here in the third period. 5-1 Jake Sydor. Kotkaniemi nowhere to be seen, but then there's Brendan Gallagher. I think he's on the second line though, if I remember seeing on their lines. So I don't think Kotkaniemi would have gotten a point. Doug Bickle makes it 6-2. Let's just call it a day, boys. 7-2 as Helmerson, of course, adds a power play goal. 3 stars of this one. Pasternak with 3 goals. None other than Jesper Helmerson with a goal and 2 assists. Shane Wright with 3 assists as we dismantle the Canadiens 7-2. You just absolutely love to hear those words. 40 wins through 47 games. Let's keep on simulating. Let's go see John Gibson and the Carolina Hurricanes. And after that game against the Canadiens, a 9-2 win against the Panthers. So we went 16-4 in goals. It's 4 in goals against between those 2 games. The Kings beat us again somehow. 2 of our 8 losses have come against them. Then we beat the Stars 5-2. We beat the Predators 4-1. And now it's February 5th, so I'm going to simulate this game. But then after that, I'm going to go update the scouting for the second round. Make sure you check out that video that I just posted right before this one, between episode 24 and 25, all about how to maximize scouting in NHL 20. Early goal, 51 seconds in by Eli Tolvanen. Sam Bennett comes back. It is a 1-1 game. Second period, 2-1. Mats Lindstrom on John Gibson. Shots are 24-14 in our favor. We have a slim 1-goal lead. Power play, though, can't get it. So anyone who can kill off a power play against us, I tip my hat to them, because we have a deadly power play. Sveshnikov ties this game up at 2 with just under 10 minutes left to go here in the third period. 5 minutes now, 4 minutes. One of the tighter games this season, and we are headed to overtime. Can we beat John Gibson? We can. Pedro Pacioretty starts the overtime period and scores 27 seconds in as we win 3-2. Great job, Pedro. Goal and assist for him tonight. 2 assists from Makar, and a 25 save performance for Cameron McKinley. So we'll take a pause there. The Minnesota Wild have fired their head coach Gregory Pecker. Rest in peace, Bello. We are 44-8-1 through the first 53 games. Let me go update the scouting, then we'll check out the points and keep on going. Whew, so that's all done. That is such a huge process. Scouting takes forever, but like I always say, it's worth it once the draft comes around. So we're going to go close to the deadline, and then we'll see if we're going to make any moves by then. We'll watch the game against the Red Wings. Why not? The problem is going to be next season. I need to figure out who am I going to have to move next season, because there's no way that I can sign. I can maybe sign Brant Clark. I have like $6 million of extension. I could sign Brant Clark, but I cannot sign Sydor and Bickle. So do I sign Sydor and Bickle? Do I sign one and trade the other? Do I trade either maybe David Pastrnak or Seth Jones? Pasternak's making like 11.2, Jones is making 9.5 or so. Edmonton trades Gusev and Andrew Schott to the Toronto Maple Leafs for 2 prospects. That's pretty wild. Maple Leafs gearing up. Beat the Stars 5-1, lost in a shootout to the Oilers 2-1. So that's the question for next year. Not going to make any moves like that at the draft. Like I wouldn't move Pastrnak or Jones to the draft at the deadline. But at the draft is when it's going to have to come in, because moving into next offseason, I'm going to have no money and I'm going to have to trade. Probably I'm thinking either Pastrnak or Jones, and then even then I'm not sure if I'd be able to sign both Bickle and Sydor with Clark. I'd sign Clark with maybe one of Bickle and Sydor. Shut out the Blues 2-0. We beat the Lightning 5-4 in a shootout. So that's why Bickle and Sydor are both very good. They're very similar players. Kings get 2 firsts and a prospect for Nick Schmaltz and a 4th. That's pretty wild. So yeah, that's the issue to figure out down the road. Sven Baertschi on waivers. Wow. He is 34 years old, 79 overall, a sniper. Who's my depth on forward again? It's Julien Gauthier. Yeah, why not? Claim him. Sven, let's get you a cup, Bello. Arizona Coyotes, we lose in overtime, and we shut out the Flames 5-0. 2 wins away from win number 50. Tampa Bay gets Vince Dunn in a 5th for 2 prospects. Okay. The Sharks are 24-30-5. We beat them 6-1. Here's possibly win number 50 against the Jets coming up. The Sharks just traded Gambrel, probably a young player. Actually, I'm not sure. Who is Gambrel? I forget. For 2 prospects and a 2nd, I think. Yeah, Gambrel must be young. Winnipeg Jets, they beat us 3-2. Jake Muzzin and a 4th going to Nashville for Ruzicka and Ryan Ellis. Big moves happening here. So looking for win number 50 before loss number 10. We're 49-9-3. Going up against the 28-26-7 Detroit Red Wings. Let's see what we can do, boys, here. First period, 1-0 lead. Eli Tolvanen on the power play past Eric Comrie. Second period, 3-2. Brandt Clark and Jake Sydor, the 2 guys I was just talking about. Zadina and Foy score on McKinley. We're up 3-2, outshooting them 31-15 here. Only with a 1-goal lead, but Seth Jones makes it a 2-goal lead. Also was just talking about Seth Jones. He wants to prove his worth. Nicholas Ekman from the point makes it 5-2. We have a 3-goal lead, 43 shots on net. Cale Makar makes it 6-2. Let's just call it a day. 7-2 as Shane Wright adds one as well. 7 goals on 49 shots. Just bombarding Eric Comrie. Goal and 3 assists for Makar. Goal and assist for Jones. And of course, always making it on the star list is Jesper Helmerson with 2 assists. So let's go another day here. I don't think any moves are going to happen. I love this team. We have 50 wins. We are flying. 59-3 is our record. Eli Tolvanen has 76 points and 37 goals through 62 games. Everyone is getting it done, though. Helmerson, Wright, Makar, and Morand are all over a point per game. Mats Lindstrom has 33 goals and 57 points. He's getting assists this year. Sydor has 29. Where's Bickle? He has 49 points on the second line with 30 goals. Sydor has 53 points with 29 goals on the second line. Interesting. He's a 2nd overall pick. Bickle was the 3rd overall pick. I don't know. Bugner 31, Pacioretty 23, Josh Anderson has 20, Brandt Clark 20 points with a plus 32, Jones is a plus 40 as well. Everyone's getting it done here. Love it. In nets, Cameron McKinley is 41-6-3. So as many wins as Dostal had last year, he already has them. 41-6-3 with 5 shutouts. 915 save percentage, 2.34 goals against. DeVries is 9-3-0 with a couple shutouts of his own. We are absolutely flying, boys. I'm just going to quickly go through the trade blocks, browse through the trade blocks. Trade blocks, browse. Maybe I could get someone who's like a high 70 veteran for a cup run for depth or something like that. If I did get Sven Baertschi, but I wouldn't mind just throwing him down in the minors. And I could keep Gauthier with the other guy. Never even got to play Gauthier yet. No forward injuries have occurred. But that is just, let's just thank the EA gods and keep on rolling. If Hedman had 1 year left, I'd probably trade for him. But 2 years left, I don't want to take that contract on. Doesn't look like there's anyone too wild. Brain Holtby, he has a cup. That's okay. Nathan Beaulieu, he doesn't deserve a cup. San Jose, no. St. Louis, no. It doesn't look like there's going to be any one that I'm going to make a trade for. No. Okay. So that's it, boys. We're going to keep the course. We're going to stay on the road that we have carved out for ourselves here. We are flying. The boys are buzzing. Let's go see. The season's almost over, but let's go see the any good Eastern Conference teams. The Devils are a good team. 35, 22, and 4. Let's get a good chunk of simulation done here. Morin has a bruised hand. He's out for a little bit. So that means that Bugner is going to go to the second line. Pacioretty will come to the third line. And then on the fourth line, I'm going to slot in Julien Gauthier. But then at center, it's going to be whoever has the highest face-offs, 65, 65, and 78. So McInnes will take over at center, keeps the +1. Very nice. Lost to the Blue Jackets 3-1. So we're 57, 13, and 4. We beat the Sharks 6-4, lost there to the Sabres, then a win, a loss, a win, a loss, win, win, loss, win, loss, win, win, overtime loss, win, win, loss. So we're starting to taper off a little bit. We've already clinched the Western Conference, if you see on the right. I wanted to really get like a record-breaking season. We're going to have a fantastic end, but I really wanted to get like 70 wins or something. But hey, what are you going to do? So up against the New Jersey Devils now. They're a very good team in the Eastern Conference. They beat us. No, they beat us 9-6 last time we played them. First period, 2-0. Evan Bouchard scores twice. He had like 3 goals all season. 2 goals in 3 minutes for Evan Bouchard on John Gillies. Okay. Second period, 3-3. What? Shane Wright gets 1, but Tatar, Matthews, and McLeod score on McKinley. 3 goals in 4 minutes. This game's tied at 3 in the third period. Eli Tolvanen puts us up by 1, 4-3. Almost doubling the New Jersey shots here. Now we are doubling their shots, and Mats Lindstrom makes it 5-3, restores the 2-goal lead. Power play once again. They kill that off as we are about to hit 40 shots on the night. Mats Lindstrom, what a monster. Jordan McInnes on the fourth line center gets a goal for himself. And we'll call it a day. 6-3 victory against the Devils. Wright, a goal and 3 assists. 2 goals and an assist for Evan Bouchard. Quite a night for him. And 4 assists for David Pastrnak, the best player on this team overall-wise. It would be tough if I have to trade him. So, season's almost done. Let's go see the last game of the year against the Dallas Stars. Beat the Hawks 4-1, looking for win number 60. There it is, 7-2 against the Colorado Avalanche. You absolutely love to see it. Bring Morin back to the lineup. Gauthier down on the fourth line. He went 4 games -2. All right. Morin's back. We beat the Wild 4-1. Beat Vegas 4-2. We're already, I think last year we had 61 wins. We beat last year's record and our old franchise record. We have 64 wins. Looking to make it 65 against the lowly Dallas Stars. They're 30, 42, and 9. 64 wins. Let's see if we can get for number 65. Let's end off strong, boys. First period, 2-1 lead. Pastrnak and McInnes. Kovacs scores on DeVries, who's ending off the season. Second period, Gambrel scored, but then we take 2 more, and we're up 4-3. Wright and Tolvanen. Gambrel, who was in that trade to the Stars. I don't know why they did that, really. And Guryanov scores. We're up by 1, being outshot by 2. And then David Pastrnak restores the 2-goal lead, and Tristan Jarry's in nets. Owen Tippett's on the Stars as well, as he scores against his old team. Owen Tippett and Tristan Jarry smiling on Dallas. 5-5 game as Ilya Mikheyev scores on the power play against Jameson DeVries. Come on, you Hungarian bellow. Power play Dallas late. We kill it off. And overtime, let's go in and see overtime. Let's see if we can get win number 65. Here in overtime of game number 82, looking for win number 65. Let's get it, boys. Eli Tolvanen is... Oh, Mats Lindstrom has 51 goals? What? That must be a career high for him. Mats Lindstrom is 3rd in the NHL, I think, in goals, I think I read there. Guryanov gets hit by Jones, and here we go the other way. Seth Jones. Ooh, can't get by, but now here's Morin and Pastrnak. Pass it. Bello rip! Oh, big save from Tristan Jarry. Did he win the Vezina with us, or did he win the Jennings with us? I'm not sure. Eli Tolvanen, 98 points, the 2nd in the NHL. Shane Wright is up there as well. I didn't see who else was up there. Right behind him. Maybe it was Pastrnak. Not sure. Or Helmerson even. Not sure. Didn't see. But you saw, because you can pause the YouTube video. But now here comes Kelly Kovacs. Over the... Oh, wow. That's a nice goal. As Kovacs ends this game in overtime. Over the shoulder of DeVries. Shameful performances from DeVries. 6 goals on 34 shots he lets in. Kovacs, 2 goals and an assist, 2 goals, 2 assists for Pastrnak, goal and 2 assists for Shane Wright as we drop game number 82, 6-5, but we end with a 64-win season. Can't complain too much about that. 64, 13, and 5 is our record to end off the season, boys. Definitely a President's Trophy win. Jack Finley's on waivers. Who's this? 3rd round pick in 2020, 6'5", two-way centerman, medium top 9 potential with 1 year left. Interesting. He wouldn't be bad for San Diego next season. Why not? Jack Finley, welcome to the team. 64, 13, and 5 is our record. 101 points in 82 games is what Eli Tolvanen ends off with. I don't think he won the Art Ross this year, but 50 goals for him. It was Cale Makar at 92 points. Oh, wow. What a season as well. The entire NHL. Let's see if he got it. Oh, he tied. He wins the co-title for Art Ross with Connor McDavid. Absolutely love to see it. The Maurice Richard goes to Connor McDavid as well, 54 goals. Mats Lindstrom, 51 goals for him. Close behind. A career high in goals with 51. Eli Tolvanen, 50 goals and 101 points. It is a second high for him as he got 114 last season with 55 goals. 92 overall. What a monster. Continuing on here in Anaheim, so Shane Wright, 97 points for the first-line center. That is a career high for him. 21 goals and 76 assists. What a playmaker. The 4th overall pick in 2022. Cale Makar puts up 92 points in the first year of his huge contract, a second best in his career. Man, 92 points, 76 assists as well. Tied with Shane Wright for the lead in assists. Jesper Helmerson, 34 goals and 47 points for 81 points. A career high in, tied his career high in goals, a new career high in points with 81. 379 points in 492 games. David Pastrnak, 34 goals and 80 points. Not a career high for him, but another fantastic season. He has a point per game in his NHL career. 964 in 964. Antoine Morin was 75 points in 78 games. What a huge season for him. Is that a career high? Yes, it is. Wow, in 78, in 4 less games as well than last year. 75 points. What a career for Antoine Morin. 323 points in 396 games. 2nd round pick in 2017. Jake Sydor gets a career high in goals and points with 34 goals and 66 points. Definitely from his last couple seasons, finally getting to blossom a little bit. Seth Jones, 64 points. You love to see it. Doug Bickle, 61, up to an 88 overall. Career high in goals and points for him, 35 goal season. Christian Bugner in his sophomore season, not a bad year, 38 points down on the 3rd line. Pedro Pacioretty, 34 points for him in his 3rd full season with us, career high. Another good little number to see. Josh Anderson got 26 points. Brant Clark, 26 points and a plus 27. That you really love to see, that's for sure. Career high in assists and points. McInnes, 16 points. Ekman, 12. The plus minuses were looking great as well. Aho, 116 penalty minutes. What? That's crazy. 87 discipline, 2.5-star physical, but 116 penalty minutes. That does not make sense at all. 5 goals and 4 assists for Evan Bouchard in 9 games. Beautiful. Goalies, Cameron McKinley, 50 wins! 50 wins for Cameron McKinley. 59-3 with 5 shutouts, 911 save percentage, 2.45 goals against average. What a legend. Jameson DeVries went 15-5-2 with 2 shutouts. I don't really trust him that much, but Cameron McKinley getting 50 wins. Didn't have to do as that much, but 50 wins for him, leading the NHL in wins for a goaltender. Let's go to minimum, let's say minimum 30 games played. Let's look who had the best save percentages in the NHL. McKinley's, he's around top, not at the top, but a good save percentage, especially for his overall. What about goals against average? Yeah, he's 3rd in the NHL for goals against average, minimum 30 games played. Very nice to see, 2.45 goals against average. Of course, Makar leading the way with 92 points for NHL defenseman. Ryan Merkley's up there, 65 points. Brady Shea, another big year for 65 points for him, 33 years old. Dowdy's 37, and he put up 63 points. That's nice to see as well. John Klingberg at the age of 34 gets 61 points. Boy, oh boy, what a year in the NHL. Last thing I want to look at here, rookie skaters. It was Miroslav Nagy, so not really any good rookie skaters. Any good rookie goalies? Not even. Oh yeah, actually this guy, Braden Sanderson, 30, 25, and 3 was his record. Yeah, he'll probably win the Calder. Good season for him. Tough year for these two rookie goalies, that's for sure. Now let's check out some specific people. Now that that's all done, we want to look at some specifics, people that we've traded away in the past. Dallas Stars. How did Owen Tippett do on his new team over in Dallas? He got 18 goals and 37 points. Not that great. Colorado Avalanche. How did Quinton Byfield do up on the second line? Career high, 48 points. Yeah, I'm happy I traded him. Way happier with Cale Makar. Maxime Comtois over on the Predators. He got 31 points. Yikes, you really hate to see that. Did Malkin end up playing on the Rangers? He did. 41 points in 66 games. All right, so they respected him a little bit. I'm glad to see that. Let's see Rickard Rakell over on the Penguins. He put up 62 points in 82 games. That is what I love to see as well. Love Rickard Rakell. Happy to see he's doing well. And on St. Louis, Sidney Crosby, 64 points in 80 games. Thank you, St. Louis, for Ethan Larmour, the prospect that I drafted with that pick. And last thing I want to see is Lucas Dostal in nets. He was the only goalie? No, they must have sent down their other goalie, or he's injured or something. But 33, 21, and 10 with 2 shutouts for Lucas Dostal. Good job, Bello. Oh, it's because I have the minimum 30 games on. That's why it didn't show me that their backup. Maximilian Setzinger, 25 points in 39 games. Not sure what happened. I guess he got injured. But I think that's it for the points, boys. Now let's see how the power play and everything did. So obviously we won the President's Trophy for the 3rd straight season, 133 points. The Penguins, who are listed as a rebuilder, go 54, 21, and 7 to finish right behind us in the NHL. That's pretty crazy. So we had 4.3 goals for per game. That is unheard of. Goals against per game, we were up there as well at 2.59, 3rd in the NHL. Power play percentage, of course, 37.6%. And penalty killed, pretty good as well, 81.4% in the top half, that's for sure. What a year. This is one of the best teams I've ever seen, man. With goals for, goals against, power play, and penalty kill. Just wild. What a year in Anaheim, man. You absolutely just love to see that. So that's our 3rd straight President's Trophy, I believe. 3rd straight and our our 3rd straight and our 4th in 5 years. Man, but we don't have the cups to show it, boys. Let's get that 3rd cup in 8 years, boys. Let's do it. What an absolutely monstrous campaign. We were lucky not to have any injuries, really, and we just got it done, boys. So in the first round of the playoffs, on our road to Cup number 3 out of 8 years and back-to-back Stanley Cup champion status, we will have to take on the Vancouver Canucks. Usually we see them deeper, but they had not as good of a year this year, 40, 36, and 6. But they definitely have the capabilities to get it done, so we are not going to be able to just take them easily. Cahoon, Pettersson, Besser, all the boys up here, of course. Elias Pettersson, what did he do this season? He got 83 points. Bo Horvat, top 50. Matthew Savoie, pretty good forward core. Defense, of course, Quinn Hughes is a legend. Ristolainen is pretty big as himself. Oli Ulevi, does he put up numbers? Yeah, he does. So pretty good defense, at least for the top pair, that's for sure. Second pair is pretty good as well. In nets is Michael DiPietro, the 85 overall, who's always a legend as well somehow. And yeah, okay, so Frank Vatrano is injured, so he'll replace Sandlak probably, Marty Sandlak. And that'll be it, boys. In the next episode, we're going to take on the 2027 postseason. But like I said, I need to get your thoughts on what we do next year for the contract, because I can't really even offer anything to anybody. Look, I need these 3 names right here, got to get re-signed. And if I go to Bickle, he wants 8.8. I have 6.975. So 8.8 is a very reasonable contract, but I can't sign him to it because I don't have the money. If I go to Jake Sydor, he wants 8 million, pretty reasonable as well, but I can't sign him. And Brant Clark, he wants 5.3, which is fair. So if we calculate all that, 5.375 plus 8.075 plus 8.8, that gives us 22.25 minus the 6.975 that I do have. I need to free up 15.275 million from the cap. 15.275. So even if I did get rid of Pasternak, I'd still be missing another 4.025 million. So Cale Makar's contract is really killing me. I'd have to get rid of Pasternak and maybe someone else. Do I get rid of Pasternak and Jones? They both just had great seasons. No one makes money on this team. If I get rid of Bouchard, Maybe I get rid of Bouchard and Anderson. Bouchard is 2. Anderson's another 1.85. That would be, I'm still missing 0.175, but I think that's close enough to get it done. Yeah, if I let Bouchard and Anderson go, we should be able to get it done if I trade Pastrnak. So that's the issue. Let me know your thoughts on that, boys. But for now, we're going to call it a day. What a wild season. We're 64, 13, and 5, boys. It went quick. Not a lot of trades, not a lot of scouting. Just got it done, and we just showed up and got our job done. We are professionals here in Anaheim. So let me know your thoughts heading into the next one. I'm excited for this playoffs. If you look for back-to-back Stanley Cup champions, as always, please hit that subscribe button as I keep pumping out all of this franchise mode content for you guys. Love to do it here in quarantine, and I'm happy to be your source of entertainment. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.